Hey, how's it going? It's Cad and Oscar. I've already made some videos that have put me in hot water. So in today's video, I'm going to do something a little bit lighter than what I've normally done. Today, we're going to be doing a rap GOAT list. This is going to be my top 10 rappers of all time. If you guys have your own rap GOAT list, leave it in the comments below. I'd love to see what it looks like and how it stacks up against mine. Before we get to the actual top 10, I'm going to list some honorable mentions. I have about 6 of them. Yeah, that's right. I have 6 honorable mentions. First and foremost, we got Rakim. He goes on a lot of GOAT lists because his lyricism was next level at the time. Bro pioneered rapping. Bro was so far ahead of the game that I don't think he was really matched until even the late 90s. With that said, he was a pioneer of rap, and in the same way that we don't have old heads like Bob Cousy in the NBA GOAT list, he's not in my rap GOAT list either. With that said, whenever someone brings up his name, I'm not going to disagree with it. I'm not going to be like, man, fuck Rakim. No, I actually respect the Rakim take. While we're at it, shout out to Big L and ODB. They're not on the list either, but I think they're worthy of a shout out. We're not going to be including groups in this video, so NWA and the Wu-Tang Clan aren't going to be mentioned, but if you have them in your list, let me know. And we got Scarface, also a Southern pioneer. We got Drake. Drake's not going to be on my GOAT list because he isn't what I consider like a GOAT in rapping. Commercially, he does really well, but I don't really listen to much of his music, nor do I think that he really represents Toronto that well. That said, Back to Back's one of the best diss tracks ever written. He sells a lot. If you have him in your GOAT list, I don't mind. Same thing for Lauryn Hill. If you have Lauryn Hill in your GOAT list, I'm okay with that as well. I think The Misadventures of Lauryn Hill is one of the greatest rap albums to ever come out, so I'm not mad at that. My final 3 honorable mentions are going to be a little bit more spicy. I think Earl Sweatshirt deserves a mention because bro's lyrically insane. Like, if you're going off vocabulary alone, he's second to none. And of course, you got to talk about Mac Miller. I personally love Mac Miller, the old Mac Miller, the watching movies with the sound off Mac Miller, the kids Mac Miller. Believe it or not, my favorite project from Mac Miller was the Delusional Thomas mixtape, which a lot of people have some mixed reviews on because it was too edgy. Which leads me to my final honorable mention. Bro, what the fuck do you guys know about Hopsin? Hopsin is literally so underrated it actually pisses me off. Y'all be clowning on him because he said, did the man who invent college go to college? Bro, yes! Hopsin is so disrespected because he wanted to go down the conscious route. Now, I'm not going to hear it about Crypt, Dax, or any of these people. Hopsin, though? Hopsin's cold with it. Bro, tell me who be making rap album covers like this one. Raw! But he's not in the GOAT list because he's pretty corny, I guess, and, you know, he doesn't really have the sort of bodies of work that will make him a GOAT. So with that, let's bust it down right into the top 10. Starting at number 10, we got Andre 3000. Now, of course, Mr. 3 Stacks was going to make my GOAT list, obviously, at number 10, so people be like, damn, why is he not number 1? He hasn't really released anything solo. The only thing he did solo was that Flute album, which got nominated for a Grammy, by the way, which make of that what you will. I wanted it to win just to stick it to the faces of everybody. Unfortunately, Beyonce took that, if I'm not mistaken, which was a robbery, more so than the Flute album even being nominated was. This guy is lyrically insane. He makes rap that is beautifully written. His bars are also like in the Earl category where it's not like he's saying anything too insane, but his rhyme patterns and rhyme schemes are pretty ridiculous. Go listen to his verse on Aquemini, then come back here. My mind warps some bands, hot the bands, count to 10. Oh my God. It's ridiculous. That alone should make it, you know what? Give him the GOAT. Give him the GOAT title. But Andre 3000 deserves the number 10 spot because the other rappers on this list are actually cold. They're actually insane. Their production's great. The only thing that's really holding Andre 3 Stacks back is the fact that he doesn't have anything solo. He released everything with Outkast that really makes him in that GOAT conversation, like Aquemini and, of course, Hey Ya. Coming in at the number 9 spot, this one's also going to ruffle some feathers, Lil Wayne. Now, I'll admit, I didn't grow up during the mixtape era where Lil Wayne was really killing it. There are stories about if you made a song and you had a beat on it and Lil Wayne rapped over your beat, it was his song now. Now, I can't even imagine getting cucked out of a song that you made in your own, but the fact that this guy had the ability to do that to any track was just gnarly. The Carter series is cold as fuck. The Carter 3 is obviously everyone's favorite. I like the Carter 4. My first exposure to Lil Wayne was Up Up and Away off a YouTube poop called Dying to Lie, if I'm not mistaken. It was like Squidward was playing the piano, was an accelerated version of the song, and I was like, damn, this is tough. And for those reasons, Lil Wayne's at the number 9 spot. Really, he's also just an icon. The fact that he's many of y'all's GOATs really should tell you what kind of rapper he is. And so, yeah, this one's going to piss some people off. At the number 8 spot, I got Tupac Shakur. Look, I didn't grow up in the 90s, so I don't really know the influence of Tupac. This isn't a GOAT list based off influence alone. If it was based off influence, shit, Tupac, Lil Wayne, and Andre 3 Stacks would be much higher up. I think Rakim would be on the conversation too. Tupac is number 8 solely because I think his music's a little bit more dated. It's a lot of that West Coast old school, which if you're into those West Coast classics, that's one thing, but personally I think that rap has evolved. There's a reason that Killer Mike isn't talked about as the GOAT, even though I think he has an extensively great body of work. I won't sit here and say that Tupac's influence alone, his aura alone, doesn't make him a GOAT contender, because it does. But yeah, a lot of people consider his albums some of the greatest to ever come out. Me personally, I can see where they're coming from, and out of respect for Tupac, I have him at this spot. Also, P. Diddy killed Tupac. Make no mistake of that. At the number 7 spot, we got Biggie. I think Biggie's a little bit better than Tupac. I always liked Biggie's songs. I liked his voice more. I liked his bars a little bit more. The songs Who Shot Ya and Kick in the Door, I think clear most people's entire discographies. With that said, and yet again, more rappers have come out lately, and so I think that we've had to make room for these other rappers in the GOAT conversation. Don't get me wrong, if you turn on some Biggie, if you turn on some Tupac, I'm not going to get mad at you, but honestly, you can't stick to the narrative that these people are the GOATs because, that's just how it's been for the past 20 years. We can't have a GOAT conversation without some evolution. That said, if you want to see these people as like the icons of rap, that's totally fine. Hip Hop Universe's profile picture is literally these two rappers. Also, quick side note, I forgot to mention this in the honorable mentions. Loaded Lux. We need to start talking about Loaded Lux more. Dude is the GOAT battle rapper in my opinion. If you guys don't listen to battle rap, them bars are clean. Go listen to that battle rap between Loaded Lux and Calico. It's cold as fuck. And you'll see why I think Loaded Lux is in that GOAT conversation, even though he doesn't really make rap songs like that. All right, and see, this is where people are gonna get pissed off. At the number 6 spot, I have Tyler, the Creator. Yes, Tyler, the Creator. Oh, but Ked, you didn't mention J. Cole in your GOAT list. No, I didn't. Spoiler alert, he's not in this list. I think Tyler, the Creator really embodies a wide array of music. Obviously, I like his Bastard, Goblin, and Wolf albums the most because I'm edgy. But obviously, Flower Boy, Igor, Call Me If You Get Lost, and Chromacopia are all beautiful projects on their own. Some people may even consider Igor like the greatest album to ever come out, which I wouldn't go that far, but I totally understand the sentiment. I used to hate on the new Tyler. I used to not like the fact that he was going towards this newer, more mature music because, again, I was one of those radical boys. But, being older now and wiser, I realized that this is really him honing his own craft. And I really think that there's nobody that makes music like Tyler, the Creator. And yeah, I have him in my GOAT conversation. I think that when you make a music group with the likes of Earl Sweatshirt and Frank Ocean and you somehow still outshine them both, that just says so much about your character. And for anyone that hates on Tyler, the Creator being this high on the GOAT list, go listen to his music. It's really unlike anything else that any rapper's ever come out with, and I have that as such a strong criteria for my GOAT list. At my number 5 spot, we got Nas, Nasty Nas. This is really this isn't the last old school rapper, but this is one of the final old school rappers I'll be mentioning in this video. Nas is disgusting with it, okay? He won a Grammy like 5 years ago, and then he won one like back in the early 90s. This guy's been in the game for ridiculously long. His longevity is unheard of. Now, you may argue the year that he won the Grammy in, but he still won a Grammy, so make of that what you will. I am biased, because I think that Ether is the greatest diss track to ever come out until recently. Illmatic is arguably a top 3 album, maybe even number 1. I don't have it that high, but as a debut album, it's the greatest album for a debut artist in rap history. Now, a lot of people say that after Illmatic, it was like stagnant until he dropped the Grammy-winning album. I disagree. I think Nas has always been cold with it, but he really appeals to a certain audience. With that said, his longevity, his influence, his game, his consistency, we gotta have him in the top 5, and I have him at the number 5 spot. All right, at the number 4 spot is MF Doom. Guys, there is nobody in the history of rap that even comes close to MF Doom's lyricism. Nobody. Now, maybe some battle rappers like Loaded Lux are pretty good at that, lyricism stuff, but if we're talking about on a song, in a verse, you're going to be hearing things that rhyme that you didn't even know existed. If you guys don't think MF Doom is like the greatest lyricist to ever do it, there was a time where he rhymed the chemical name for MDMA. That shit was 3,4-methylene dioxymethamphetamine. Isn't that fucking ridiculous? If you guys don't think MF Doom should be this high up on the list, find another rapper that is rhyming the words 3,4-methylene dioxymethamphetamine. The literal chemical name for MDMA, this guy did it. Nobody else is even touching MF Doom lyrically, ever. I think Mad Villainy is a top 5 rap album to come out. In my personal opinion, I have it as high as number 2. Food is a great album too. This guy's lyricism is unmatched. And if you disagree with me, go listen to his music. Now, some people say that rhyme schemes are not the only thing that makes someone a GOAT. I understand that. Go listen to his music and you'll understand that rhyme schemes, MF Doom, when you listen to MF Doom, he's not rapping like, I am a dragon that's giant and massive, attacking the masses, they all just start spazzing. No, this guy's actually spitting. His rhyme schemes are ridiculous. And I don't think there's any rapper that even touches it, ever. And because he's so advanced, I gotta have him at the number 4 spot. Even if you don't like the long ass intros and stuff, the actual rapping is disgusting. And you gotta have him at least top 5 all time. If not top 10, top 20, anything past 20, and I'm just gonna be throwing hands. MF Doom's rhyme schemes are ridiculous, and I'm tired of people sleeping on it or saying that it doesn't really matter because it's corny or it doesn't tell a story. So what? It's cold. All right, coming in at the number 3 spot, to any Jews out there, cover your ears, it's Kanye West. Kanye West has one of the biggest downfalls from greatness ever, but you can't deny that he made Graduation though. You guys don't realize how good Kanye West is as a rapper. This guy was making anti-Semitic posts online and people were defending him up until he dropped the Heil Hitler song. He still had defenders after he tweeted out that he was gonna go DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. Can you believe that? We're watching a man have a mental breakdown live and no one cares because he made good music back then. Like what? There's no other rapper that could do this. If P. Diddy was making Graduation, we would be cheering that he's being freed right now. Kanye West is one of the most interesting minds to explore in the rap game. I think that My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is like number 3 rap albums, but some people don't even consider it a rap album, so make of that what you will. It was the 5th rap album that I listened to completion, from start to finish, cover to cover, and I was thoroughly blown away by the production, by the vocals, by the masterpiece that was My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Even though he dropped songs like Lift Yourself at the time when I was listening to this, I was still like, damn, this guy's insane. He's good. Being a Kanye fan in the big 2025 is a little bit harsh, but you can't deny his early run is untouchable. College Dropout, Late Registration, 808s and Heartbreak, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Watch the Throne, Cruel Summer, Yeezus, The Life of Pablo. Guys, one of those albums could put anyone on the top 10 GOAT list. Having all of them, number 3. I wouldn't even be mad if you said number 1. I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't be mad if he wasn't saying all the shit he was saying online. Number 2, we got Eminem. Now, I'll be the first to admit, Eminem's not for everybody. If we're isolating and just looking at someone as a pure rapper, Eminem's the GOAT. There's no way to look around it. A lot of people don't like saying that because Eminem's white, which I think is really corny, but then again, the people that say that also have the people that are like, man, Eminem's the GOAT because he's white. Like, this is ridiculous. Let's take his skin color out of the conversation and just look at him bar for bar. This dude, I think Eminem may just be the most successful rapper of all time, commercially. I remember when he dropped Kamikaze, did no promo on it, and it went number 1 everywhere. No other rapper can do that besides like the number 1 spot, which I'll get to in a second. This guy has an army of fans and stans. He coined the term stan, by the way. The whole reason we say stan is because of him. This guy's disses are so brutal, okay? I don't even know why we don't have his disses in conversations. People are like, oh my God, Ether. Oh my God, Hit 'Em Up, Kick in the Door, Back to Back, Euphoria, Meet the Grams. We don't mention Eminem diss tracks. We don't mention the fact that he dissed a guy so hard the guy changed genres. Machine Gun Kelly. You guys forget he went from making Rap Devil to fucking I'm in love with the emo girl. This is some ridiculous shit. He dissed Benzino so hard. He dissed him so hard we don't even know who he is. This generation doesn't know who Benzino is. Excuse me? The reason that we diss Eminem's disses so much is because he did it so well that we don't know these names anymore. Yeah, Drake got Meek Mill, but we still talk about Meek Mill. Yeah, Kendrick bodied Drake, but we still talk about Drake. I mean, Nas and Jay-Z were going at it. Biggie and Tupac were going at it. How can you make a diss so violent and so vicious, the guy leaves the genre? You don't hear about the people that Eminem disses anymore because he kills them so hard. Guys, you guys need to stop sleeping on Eminem because he's white. This is ridiculous. He actually may just be the greatest rapper of all time. I have him at number 2 because my number 1 pick at this point has overtaken him. At the number 1 spot is Kendrick Lamar. Guys, let me just say that Kendrick Lamar won a Pulitzer Prize for his album Damn. Do you understand that a bunch of pretentious white people had to sit there and go, yes, this man can actually spit bars. Damn. And for anyone that actually listens to Kendrick Lamar like that, you'll know that Damn is like a top 3 album, maybe. It's as high as number 3. Some people may not even have it there. They may even say it's a top 5 album. To Pimp a Butterfly, last time I checked Album of the Year, is the number 1 ranked album of all time. It beat out Radiohead. To Pimp a Butterfly was the first album I listened cover to cover to completion, which really sucks for me because everything's been downhill since. The storytelling, the bars, the production, the cultural impact, the influence, the respect, everything that Kendrick Lamar does embodies what it means to be a rapper. I'm a Kendrick Lamar superfan to an extent, not really, but I am a Kendrick Lamar fan. I've been listening to him since before Damn, which I know doesn't seem like that's crazy impressive. A lot of people are like, so what? When Kendrick Lamar released Damn, I was like 12. You need to understand that, look at me. I grew up in a household where rap was shunned upon because a lot of it talked about killing people and stuff. I had to sneak my phone under my pillow and play Kendrick Lamar songs on like SoundCloud and YouTube before they really had the good music stuff, or at least I knew how to do it. So I was listening to like NBA mixtapes using Shireen, aka Master Splinter's daughter. I couldn't just go to my mom and go, hey, let's go to the record store and buy that new Kendrick project. I was doing everything I could to listen to Mad City and Good Kid. Guys, Kendrick Lamar really did shape the way I was as a kid. You know what's crazy? I knew he was winning that rap beef immediately. I was listening to him and Drake go at it and I was like, oh, Kendrick's good. I just needed him to drop Euphoria. As soon as he dropped Euphoria, I was like, okay, we're good. To be fair, I was worried that he was going to get killed because some Drake fans are crazy, but he's Kendrick Lamar. Guys, if you're not convinced that Kendrick Lamar's the greatest rapper of all time, go listen to Pimp a Butterfly, go listen to Good Kid, Mad City. And that's the crazy thing. I haven't even mentioned all the albums. Section 80. Yeah, Section 80, great album. I think it's underrated as hell. Overly Dedicated in the Kendrick Lamar EP, also great. Good Kid, Mad City, goated ass album. To Pimp a Butterfly, maybe the greatest album in any music genre ever. Damn won a Pulitzer Prize for how good it was. Damn won a Pulitzer Prize. The only rapper to ever win a Pulitzer Prize, by the way, and he did it. To a bunch of classical guys, they were like, man, this rap's so good, man. It's one of us now. Do you understand how ridiculous that is? Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers is a very personal and maturing album, a very vulnerable one, beautifully produced. And then if you're all about bangers, GNX is there now. Guys, and I'm not even including the singles. I'm not even talking about Cartoons and Cereal. I'm not even talking about his verse on Control. I'm not even talking about Black Boy Fly. I'm not even gonna mention Black Hippie, or the freestyles, or the ciphers. Guys, Kendrick Lamar is the greatest rapper of all time, as it stands right now. But hey, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. If you like it, leave a like. If you dislike it, leave a dislike. Tell me what I did wrong. Let me know what you guys think about your GOAT lists. I'd love to have this discussion in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I've been Ked, and as always, stay safe out there, guys. Peace!